Hey team, it's Miles Segers, so let's just get right into it. Checking all my controls here. Hey guys, you know something? I started this Hangout and I'm used to the Google technology. It gives me there's like a little ding. And you know what? I didn't hear that ding, so I was starting to wonder, am I live or not? I think I'm live, guys. I'm gonna check my, I think I'm live, folks. I'm gonna check my other screen because I got a couple of things Actually, I got a lot of things I want to go over tonight, guys. So I want to get right into it. I want to kind of zip through because one of my goals for 2015 is to keep my Hangouts a little tighter, a little more concise, bite-sized chunks where you folks can digest it. So let me check. Let's see here. And I got so much open on my screen, guys, so I'm hoping it's not an issue. In fact, if who's ever out there, can you send me a note in the chat? Let me know that nothing is frozen. I know we're live, guys, but just let me know that nothing's frozen, and then we can have a nice clean Hangout. And I know there's a delay on the chat. Hey, Alex, what's up, brother? Alex, send me a note. Let me know if I'm frozen or if I'm live. I really should have closed down some windows before I started the Hangout, but folks, there's just so much going on, which I'm sure you know, so we'll do our best. Alex, brother, you out there? Are you checking Facebook? Are you checking your phone? Send me a note. Let me know if everything looks good on the screen. Thanks, Ann. All right, great, good. So we can get moving. All right, guys, listen, we're gonna get right into it because I want to try to shorten these Hangouts a little bit. Kind of keep it right to the point, folks. As you know, wow. As we all know, folks, there is so much going on right now. Now, you know what, guys? I want you to take a step back. I want you to, what I'm going to say, I think it's going to apply to a lot of you. I want you to take a step back, and I want you folks to relax a little bit. Take a step back, and I want you to relax a little bit. I know that all of the things coming out, all the new training, all the new tools can be a little bit overwhelming. But I'm going to tell you something, folks. If it was me, I'd rather have more tools in my toolbox than to have less. Because, folks, you don't need to do it. Guys, I say this all the time. You don't need to know it all. That's number one. Number two, you don't need to do it all. Think of everything we have here, folks. Tony Rush talks about this all the time. Think of it as a buffet. Now, I don't know about you, but when my wife and I go to a buffet, and we've been to many buffets, I don't try to eat everything. We don't stuff ourselves and try to eat everything. We take a look, and we see what looks interesting. We see what looks good, and we'll try that. And we may not like that. We'll try something else. And we'll kind of go down the line, just trying a couple of things that look appeasing to us. But, guys, we won't try everything. And I want you guys to take this approach here. Now, let's say this. Let's say you are totally on your own. In other words, you don't have someone that's willing to spend time with you and kind of share with you, what they're doing and kind of point you in the right direction. In other words, if you're in some other business, and I know you guys are in other businesses, if you're in some other business, maybe your sponsor is MIA. And it's not their fault, guys. They're in the witness protection program. They can't really kind of communicate. If you're in that situation, well, I don't really know what to say. But you folks are not in this situation here. You're with somebody who's going to, I'll just say gently, recommend what I think you should be doing. Folks, there's a big buffet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recommend what I think you folks should be focusing on. What I think is the most effective thing to do with your time. Because, folks, I'm going to tell you something right now. Those of you that are looking to do this full time, or maybe you're doing this full time already. I know most of you work, you have jobs, so your time is very limited. But even if you're doing this full time, folks, I'm going to tell you something, because I do this full time. That 24 hours that you have, it's not as much as you think it really is. That 24 hours goes quick. And you know what, folks? We're always talking about, oh, well, we all have 24 hours. Folks, we don't have 24 hours. Where did that come from? We don't have 24 hours. First of all, we need to sleep. That really is number one, even though I don't get enough of it. We need to sleep. We need to eat. We need to take care of ourselves. So by the time that's all done, now we're down to like what, guys? 14 or 16 hours. And I'm not even talking about things that you need to do with your family. And oh my God, those of you that do work, now we're down to what? Maybe 2 or 3 hours a day? In some cases, 2 hours. So if that's you, you don't have the luxury. And folks, everything I'm going to tell you guys, I don't want to sit here and talk to you like I'm your mother or your father. I'm not. I'm not your mother or your father. I am not. Let's just clarify this right now, because I've done this with my other team. For lack of better words, this space, this internet marketing space, we call network marketing. When you sign up under someone or join somebody's team, they call it a sponsor. And I think a lot of you really don't know. You really don't, guys. A lot of people really, well, maybe not you folks, you're on my team, but a lot of people out there in this network marketing world, they don't really understand what the word sponsor means. They don't know what it means. Guys, all it really means is you can't just join. Let's just say there's a vitamin company you're looking to join, network marketing. You can't go to the company and say, hey, I want to join. Can you give me a link to join? Oh, yeah, they'll give you a link, but it won't be a general link. It will be somebody's link, some affiliate's link. So in theory, guys, and it's just a theory, in theory, that person is sponsoring you into the company. In other words, they're introducing you to the company. But see, a lot of people get it twisted. They're under the impression now that that sponsor is responsible for them. And the sponsor's not, guys. They're really not. The sponsor, guys, is not your coach, is not your mentor, not your mother or your father. None of those things. However, now stay with me. However, there are some sponsors that want to take on the role of a mentor, of a quote coach. I really don't even like the word coach. Personally, me, guys, I like partner. I like partner because I don't believe that, bringing people into the business, they should just sit back and just wait for you to spoon feed them, which a lot of people do. I don't believe in that. In fact, guys, there's one of me, okay, and there's many of you, and you are very, very intelligent people. So as a smart marketer, I learned something years ago. The way you really progress, and not just this business, guys, any business, is by learning as much as you can and learning from as many people as you can. So guys, you guys may think, well, wow, Miles is my sponsor. That's great. I know Miles has been successful. He's going to help me. Maybe you're feeling good about that. You know what, guys? That's true. But you know what? I feel better than you. I can bet you I do. I feel better than you. Why is that? Because, guys, what did I just say? There's one of me and there's many of you. So as a smart marketer, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm looking at you folks as my partner, not as not really as a student. I'm the coach, you're the student. I'm not really looking at it that way. I'm looking at it as though you are my partner. So think about it. I don't know how many people are on my team. I got to check with my wife. There's a lot of you, but so all you folks are my partner. So as a smart marketer, my goal is to learn as much as I can from you folks. You see how that works? My goal is to learn as much. Is my volume up? My goal is to learn as much as I can from you. Now, some of you may be saying, well, wait a minute, Miles. There's nothing. I don't have nothing to offer. I don't have nothing that I could teach you. Yes, you do. I speak to you folks all the time. I learn a lot from you guys. I learn better how to work with a team. I'm reminded of new ideas, things that I haven't even tried. So, folks, I don't mean to go off on a tangent. I just wanted to get that clear. Again, sponsor, I'll just say this. Your sponsor and the other business you're in is not responsible for you. And a lot of people get that twisted. Even here, I sponsored you folks, brought you into the dually business. I'm not responsible for you. You're not responsible for me. But I'm asking you. See, I'm asking. I'm not demanding. I'm asking. Would you let me be your partner? I want to partner with you. Because, folks, I've learned a few things over the last 2 years. I have a lot more to learn. Really, I have a lot to learn. But one of the things I've learned over the last 2 years is how to make money. But, folks, that's not the be-all, end-all. So what? You know how to make money. That's not everything. There's so many more facets to life, more than just making money. That's just one of the things I've learned. I want to learn a lot more. And I'm hoping that I can learn from you folks, that you folks are willing to share with me what you know, and we can partner together in this business. We can partner together and build our businesses together. I'm looking for partners, guys. I don't know about you. Because folks, you folks should also be in the process of building your team. Or maybe not. Maybe you just want to sign up customers. But those of you that are looking to build a team, those of you that have a team, I don't know how you manage your team. Maybe you don't talk to your team members at all. I would advise against that. I think you should communicate with your team members. But I don't know how you manage your team. I don't know if you do hangouts for your team. For example, if you have one team member, you have a team. And in my opinion, you should be doing hangouts for your team. Some type of communication for your team. A hangout is one of the best ways. There's other ways you can do. For example, say you don't like being on video. We're going to talk about video tonight. Maybe you don't like being on video. Well, fine. Miles, I'm not ready to do videos yet. Cool. Well, in that case, if you have just one or two people on your team, you should be doing a weekly teleconference. What? They don't even need to see you. And the software is free. Just Google it. Teleconference software. Communicate with your people. Now, again, what did I say earlier? I'm not your mother or your father. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm recommending that you do that. However you want to manage your team, whatever role you want to step into, you want to continue using the word sponsor, go right ahead. That's your choice. But I prefer partner. So I'm not sure how we got off on that topic, guys. But again, this is serious business here. We can make a lot of money. We can have a lot of fun, guys. And it is fun. However, this is a business. We all need to respect our time. It's a business, guys. So when I think of business, I'm looking for partners. Yeah, I know. Maybe you just joined my team today. Shout out to Gil. While we're talking about it, folks, we have a new team member coming aboard. He hasn't actually put the credit card in. Maybe he did already. I spoke to him earlier. Gil Rivers, guys, welcome Gil to the team. He's coming on. He's coming aboard, and I'm very, very excited about that. Now, Gil's coming aboard. So Gil's looking at it as though, okay, I'm just going to be one of Miles's team members, and I'm just going to be there. He might not really even communicate with me. No, Gil, listen, brother, if you're watching right now, I'm looking for partners. I'll tell you something right now. My wife and I, we have figured out this internet marketing game, and it is a game. It's a serious game, but it is a game. We figured it out. We know how to make money. But you know what? I said this a long time ago. I posted on Facebook probably a year ago, maybe longer. To me, I don't know about you or anybody else, but to me, to bring people along, it's like having a party. Guys, here's what it is. I've been looking for the analogy. You can see I'm fired up. I've been looking for the analogy. Here's what it is. My wife and I, we have this big house here. Huge house. Just me and her. All right? And a house that we almost lost about 2 years ago, by the way. So we have this big house here. It's just me and her. Now, It does get a little lonely sometimes. Thank God for my beautiful wife. It does. It's when my wife still works. Not for much longer. She still works. So I'm here all day in this big house by myself. I love it, but it gets lonely sometimes. So let's just say we want to have a party this weekend. We want to have a party. Big party. And my wife and I, so we have this party. And, you know, we got the music going. We got the salsa music going. We got the food cooking. You know, we got, which I love. We got Spanish rice and food over here. Yeah, we got some American food over here. And we're just getting ready to party. And you know what? No one shows up. An hour goes by. Sweetheart, anybody show up yet? Another hour goes by. Sweetheart, what's going on? Nobody showed up. Do you think, how much fun do you think that party would be? You know, my wife and I, we can afford all the trimmings, really make a great party, but nobody shows up. How much fun do you think that would be? Well, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it would be no fun at all. No fun. And it's the same thing with this business. You know, making a lot of money, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, you can go and buy yourself a nice watch, $10,000, $20,000 watch, new car, new wardrobe. But to be able to do this with other people, to be able to bring other people into your world and see the expression on their face when they can go out and purchase something they've always wanted, when they can give to the charity they've always wanted, and knowing that you've had a small part, because, you know, we can't do it for you, but you've had a small part in that person's success. Man, I don't know about you, but that's cool. That's what fires me up. That's why I'm so fired up right now, guys, because, you know, we kicked off this team traffic rotator. Segue, and traffic has just started, guys. It's starting to trickle in. I'm watching my stats. Starting to trickle in. I think the bulk of it will come in tomorrow. So hang tight. And I'm excited about that because you guys are going to be getting some quality leads. People are going to be opting in. You're going to be getting subscribers. You're going to be getting people on your list. I'll say it again. You are going to be getting people, real people on your list. And I'm excited about that. I mean, there's a possibility that from this first run of traffic, hey, you might get sales right away, right off the bat. Although we all know, as marketers, that's not the goal of solo ads. Solo ads is to build our list. If you get some sales out of that solo ad campaign, hey, that's a byproduct. That's icing on top of the cake. But again, we're just looking to build a quality list of people. We're looking to build, guys, a quality list of people that we can become friends with. Not hide behind a computer. Not hide behind a computer and send them emails. Boring emails like everybody else does. We're looking as partners to step out, to get in front of our people, our subscribers, to get in front of our people, you know, get them involved in Hangouts, get them watching our Hangouts, making videos, letting these people know who we are. And you want to know something, folks? Christian Yannicki, my brother Christian, talks about this a lot. Yeah, we're going to talk about video marketing, why I'm so excited personally about Home Business Labs. Christian talks about this all the time. You want to know, folks, why a lot of you, now maybe I'm not talking to you. Maybe I'm talking to that other lady over there. Maybe I'm not talking to you. But you want to know why a lot of people are so intimidated with video? Why they can't get on the video, just like I am, and just talk to you, and just get excited, and just smile and throw your arms around. Why can't a lot of people do that? I'm going to tell you why. Now, again, probably not talking to you. But here's the reason why a lot of people can't do that. Because they know that this is good stuff, guys. Those of you that are not here watching the Hangout, I guess you're going to watch the recording. You're missing the stuff that's going to put a lot of money in your bank account every single month. You're missing it. So let me get back to what I was saying. So the reason why a lot of people don't want to do video, or as soon as that camera clicks, let's say, for example, you're using your phone or you're using your GoPro, whatever. As soon as that camera clicks on, you want to know why you freeze up? No, guys, it's not because you're nervous. Let me check the comments. I'm just getting too excited here. I got to see who's on the Hangout. We're talking about clicking on the camera, so make sure I remember my spot where I was. Okay. Hey, Pearl, do me a favor. Let me know if my screen is still frozen. It shouldn't be. I'm looking at it here, but you said it might have froze for a second. So, Pearl, send me a quick note, Pearl. Let me know. Let me know if I'm still frozen. I think if I was frozen, you guys would be telling me, but I just wanted to be sure. So, back to what I was saying. The reason why a lot of you folks freeze up the minute that camera switches on is because now the camera's on. Even though you're not in front of an audience, maybe you're in a room by yourself. Nobody's even there. The reason why a lot of you freeze up is because you think, thank you, Cedric, you think that since now the camera is on, you need to be somebody else. In other words, guys, think about this. You're thinking to yourself, thanks guys, appreciate that. You're thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute. All of these people out there and on the web, people on my list, why would they want to listen to me? I'm nobody. They don't know who I am. I don't have a name. Folks, all of you are somebody. Problem I see out there, too many people don't realize it. Too many people don't realize exactly how special they are. And you know what, folks, the ones that don't realize it, it's not all their fault. Because we've all been there. We've all been there, gotten beat up by society. Maybe your parents. Maybe it's somebody in your family. Maybe it's other people who are, you know, for some reason they're thinking they're better than you are because they make more money than you or they're more educated than you. So you have all these thoughts and these things going through your head that you can't provide value to other people. Let me tell you something, folks. You're here. I don't care whether you believe or not. You're a gift from God, and you have magical powers. You do, guys. All of you are like really superheroes. Seriously. You have magical powers to do whatever you want to do. And you need to realize that. So when you switch on the camera, don't turn into camera person. Do not do that. You're not acting, guys, and you're not giving a news forecast. When you switch on that camera, the secret is be yourself. That's it, guys. Be yourself. Because here's the deal. If you are trying to become good on video, or you're looking to model after somebody, or you're acting, you're not being authentic, and you know deep down inside, when you're shooting that video, you're not being you. You know that. Guys, you're making it harder than what it is. I can promise you something. You are good at something. And you are, this is really cool. You're better than anybody in the entire world. You are the best. Think about it, guys. Somebody out there is the best swimmer, the best runner. There's always somebody that's the best. Oh, there's somebody right behind them coming up that's going to be better. There's always somebody better. But you folks are the best at something. Do you know what that is? I'm sure you guys know. You are the best at something. You're the best at being you. Nobody can be you better than you. I don't care if there's somebody that's trying to impersonate you or they like your style, so they're trying to copy you. No one can be you better than you. So all you need to do, folks, is when you turn on the camera, you look in the camera and you be yourself and you tell your story. Now, income disclaimer. Not really an income disclaimer. The disclaimer. There are folks that are not going to like you. There are folks that are going to dislike you. The way you look, the way you sound, the color of your skin. Who cares? There's a ton, well, maybe not a ton. There are some people over here that are not going to like you. However, if you target correctly, there's a ton of people over here that will love you. And as marketers, that is what we are trying to do. That's our mission. That's our goal. And it will happen, guys. I don't care if you are the most quiet, shy person on video. Guess what, folks? There's a lot of quiet and shy people out there watching you. Those people will resonate with you. Again, no offense to my brother Michelangelo, but listen, guys, if Michelangelo can get loyal, raving fans that follow him, as controversial as he is, that proves my theory. So, folks, get serious about your business. Everybody I'm talking to, the sound of my voice, I know you have a couple of things. I know this. You have a TV. Maybe you don't watch it. Maybe you just sold it. But you have a TV. You have a cell phone, smartphone, and you probably have a computer. There's still a few people maybe don't have a computer. Maybe they never turn it on. So you have those three things. Now, the two things that are the most important, of course, is your computer, your laptop, and your phone. So we all have a phone, so I don't need to hear any excuses. Guys, take your phone out. Make sure you don't hold it this way. Make sure you don't hold it this way. And shoot a short video, 2 or 3 minutes, talking about how your day was. Share your story. We all have a story, guys, whether you believe it or not. Some of us have multiple, triple stories. Share your story, guys, with your list. Or maybe not even with your list. Share your story on Facebook. But guys, you need, I'm telling you folks, I got to be careful what I say here. I started to say need. I don't mean to say that. I recommend that you folks start doing more videos consistently. Not just one, oh, I did one this week, I was in the mood, and I'll do another one next week. I'm telling you guys, if you don't believe me, ask somebody else. In fact, if you don't believe me, ask Armin Morin. Armin Morin. Google him. So why am I saying ask Armin? Well, because Armin Morin is like the godfather of this internet marketing explosion. Almost everybody at some point or another has learned from Armin. Armin's been killing it on the internet since like early 90s. Armin knows what works and what doesn't work. And Armin Morin used to shoot, well, he always shot a ton of videos. However, he was never in the video. It was always those sales type of videos where you're just watching the words, like PowerPoint slides. Armin was never in the videos. Well, I've noticed late 2014, in fact, all of 2014, going into 2015, Armin has started actually putting himself in the video live. Why? Because Armin is a smart marketer and he follows trends. So what I'm telling you guys, this is hot. And all of you folks that are part of, you're on my team, a lot of you folks are part of High Traffic Academy. You all hear Vic talking about video marketing and video PPC. I'm telling you guys, there's a huge buffet. There's a ton of stuff that does work. You can't do it all. And you're not going to get good at it all. And you're just going to confuse yourself and end up being, you may learn all of the strategies, but you'll be kind of good with them. You'll be like so-so average. You don't want that, guys. Folks, you want to be able to master, at least one strategy. And you really only need one. But you got to master it, guys. Don't kid yourself and think that you know it. You got to really dig in and master it. All right, so mastering that one strategy is going to take you further than you could ever believe. My recommendation is whatever strategy you decide to master, I believe it should have something to do with video, either directly or indirectly. It really doesn't matter, just something to do with video. Okay, back to Armin. Here's why. Because, guys, video, in order to make sales, let's put it in terms you folks can really understand. Customers, people nowadays, in this day and age, 21st century, 2015, they want to buy because we all love to buy. Hey, if you guys had the money, I don't know your situation, but if you just, somebody dumped a ton of money on your head, you'd go out and buy your favorite car tonight, am I right? Or you'd invest in your favorite charity, or maybe you'd go out and buy a wardrobe if you had the money to do that. So we all love to buy. So people on your list, guys, they are looking to buy. They want to buy. They want to join something, but they're not stupid. They're not stupid. They're only going to join something that they believe can help them. And the most efficient way of getting sales in this, right now, guys, this may change. Who knows? Maybe 2016, 2017, there'll be another strategy that's really hot. But right now, guys, we're dealing with the here and now. What's hot is video. People only want to buy from somebody that they know. They really don't want to buy from a person that sits behind a computer and just sends out emails, and you don't really know nothing about this person. You don't know if they're real. You don't know if they can help you. So, cutting to the chase, the secret is to be able to find a way to bond with your list and resonate with your list. And there's nothing out there right now, might be something later, there's nothing out there right now more powerful than video. And that is exactly the reason why Armin Morin, who never did this for 15 or 20 years, he always did videos, but he was never in the video. That's why he's doing videos now. In other words, guys, find somebody. Guys, this is not brain surgery, folks. You don't need to be a brain surgeon. You don't need to be a doctor of anything to do this. You really don't. You need to look around. Not even, forget about me. Don't even model after me. Look around. Find people who are doing what you want to do. Find somebody that's earning $20,000 a month. Better yet, find somebody who's earning $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month. For example, one of my mentors, Frank Kern, I think Frank is probably earning about, let me be conservative. Frank is probably earning about $300,000 or $400,000 per month. All right. Now, what I've noticed about Frank Kern for years from the beginning, Frank always does videos, cool videos, and he's always in the videos. Why is that? Guys, do you ever stop to ask yourself why? I do this a lot. In fact, I think that's another reason for my success. I'm always asking why. When a person tells me something, you would love living in my house. When a person tells me something, even if I don't say it out loud, in my mind I'm thinking, why? Why should I do that? Why are you saying that? I'm always asking questions. You follow me? I'm not saying that I'm going to my sponsor and asking tons of questions, because my sponsor, I love him, but he's in the witness protection program. Yes, guys, maybe you didn't know that. My sponsor is not John Lavinia. It's not Tony Rush. It's not Christian. I'm not going to say who it is. My sponsor is in the witness protection program. So I'm not asking my sponsor any questions, okay? But I'm always asking questions in my mind. Why is that? Why are they recommending that we do that strategy? Why are you recommending that I use that vendor? Why are you recommending that I do solo ads? Just because the name sounds good? Why? I'm always asking why. And then my next step, my goal is to get the answers. Get the answers. And usually one of the best way of getting those answers, guys, is doing some research on your own. You learn better that way. Because by getting that answer along your journey, you're also learning other things. So I'm always asking why. So your question should be, well, God, people keep talking about video. Why? Well, it's because people that are making a lot of money in this space, in this time and space, they focus on doing videos. Or even if they don't focus on it, video is not their main focus, but they have it somewhere. It's a part of their business. I'll say it that way. It's a part of their business. Guys, that's the key I want you to get out of this. So let me switch gears for a second here, guys. Where am I here? Okay, guys, just some quick updates. So I talked to you guys about the traffic rotator. Those of you that jumped in, part of the rotator. If you missed the rotator for this month, we're going to be doing it again. Probably in March, we're going to be doing a customer rotator. And what I'd like to do, guys, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how many people I get. What I'd like to do is 1 month we do a customer rotator, and the next month we do a partner, a builder, a business associate rotator, and we kind of switch back and forth. So that's kind of how I'm thinking out loud, guys. So that's probably what we want to end up doing. So again, guys, I apologize. I haven't moved my notes over to my other computer. So if you see me looking over this way, it's not because I'm camera shy. It's because I'm checking my notes. Guys, real quick, I'm going to talk to you folks about something, and I'm not trying to sell you anything because I'm not an affiliate. I wish I was. I'm not an affiliate, guys, so I don't earn anything from this. In fact, you guys will profit from this immensely if you get involved. Home Business Labs. Now, I haven't taken a survey, so I don't know how many of you on my team are part of Home Business Lab, jumped in. I have a sneaky feeling that all of you are not part of Home Business Labs. Maybe you're just, want to focus on the WooCard training. Guys, that's fine. Whichever one you want to focus on, or focus on both, that's fine. I'm just going to give you, again, what's the magic word? A recommendation. I'm going to tell you something. I've seen a lot of marketing training over the years. I've seen a lot of systems. I've seen a lot of funnels, programs, whatever you want to call it. But I'm telling you guys, the 5 guys behind Home Business Labs, Tony, John, Christian, Bobby, they're on a mission. they are really on a mission. And their mission is to, here's what their mission is, guys. We're all in Doobly, so I'm going to use these terms. Their mission is to make all of you, every single team member, every single PPA, their mission is to make all of you sales directors, step 1. And also to make all of you vice presidents. And then also all of you senior vice presidents. And you know what, folks? That's the problem what I see with a lot of people. Let me throw out a word out there. Senior vice president, meaning you have a huge team, you have a lot of sales directors on your team, you have a lot of team coordinators on your team, and now you've also got a huge bonus, which is a house in the Cayman Islands. And I know there's somebody out there on my team that they're thinking to themselves, yeah, that sounds good, Miles, but I could never do that. I could never become a senior vice president. Miles, I'm just happy with becoming a team coordinator or a sales director. I could never become a senior vice president, the top of the food chain. And if you are saying that, I'm not accusing you, okay? But if you are saying that, I will say to you, how dare you? How dare you downgrade yourself like that? Folks, there's plenty of other people out there. And guys, hey, the world is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There's plenty of other negative influence that are going to try to put you down. Can't do nothing about that. But God forbid, you better never, ever put yourself down. Never put yourself down. What did I tell you? You got magical powers. You got God-given talents. Guys, seriously, becoming a senior vice president in Doobly, all we're talking about is sales, generating sales, and then helping your team members do the same thing you did. They're just as capable as you are. And if you follow that process, you'll wake up one morning with an email from Doobly, congratulations. Congratulations, Ann. You were just promoted to senior vice president. We have a You've already got the plot. We're requesting that you come to the Cayman Islands so you can look at your new home in the Cayman Islands. What makes you think you can't do that? You know, we're not talking about becoming the president of the United States. We're just talking about learning how to market and then moving up the ranks. That's it, guys. And every single one of you, at the sound of my voice, you can do that. If you are active in your business on a daily basis. Not that, well, Miles, I took a little break. I've been busy with my life. And that doobly thing, I'm going to get back to it, Miles. I've been busy, Miles. I'm going to get back to it. Get back to it whenever you want. But the world's not going to wait for you. The world's going to keep turning. Again, what's your why? How bad do you want it? I want to retire my wife from her job really bad. I don't like seeing my wife get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes, she does, by the way, and driving for almost an hour to work. Luckily, a couple of days, one day a week, she's able to work from home. I'm gonna clarify it, guys. You know, and then she has one day off. But still, I don't want to see my wife do it. My wife should not be working. I'm a successful internet marketer. We're almost there. Okay, there's paperwork she's going to need to go through. We're going to need to get our own insurance because right now we use our wife's insurance at her job. So there's things that we need to do, but we're almost there. That's my why. I'm not going to be lazy and say, well, you know what? I'm not going to work on my business today because the minute I do that, that's one day longer my wife has to work. You see how it works, guys? Guys, do you see the connection? Are you getting it? The minute I get lazy and take a day off from my business, I'm not talking about planned days off, but if I'm working in 90-day chunks, the minute I get lazy and take a day off from my business, that's one day longer my wife has to work. So my question to you is, what's your why? Whatever it is, every day you take off, every day you put it aside, you are that much further from your why. That much further. You need to think about that. You need to think, hey, there's nothing wrong. Hey, you want to be lazy? There's nothing wrong with that. I almost closed my screen there. But guys, we need to put it into terms that people can understand. The minute you take time off from your dream, and guys, hey guys, look, I'm not sitting here trying to preach to you. Take all the time off you want. But that why you could accomplish in 90 days from now, you'll probably get there next year. Or maybe you'll get there in 2017. I don't know. But I can tell you, I listen to my mentors, the people that I follow, the people I model. I know when my mentor, Vic Stryzus, was coming up in the ranks, Vic was hungry. Vic's why was his family. At the time, he had 3 children at the time. And then the 4th one came along, and now he has 5 beautiful children. But his why was his family. So Vic didn't take days off just because he did a solo ad and it bombed, or he spent money on a campaign and didn't get any sales. He kept going. He attended events. He was on as many webinars as he could be on, and he did what he had to do. Now, if your time is limited, do what you have to do with your limited time. If you only have 2 hours a day, those are your 2 hours. They're not for Facebook. They're not for, checking your phone or checking your emails. They are for doing IPAs, income producing activities in your business. Enough about that. So real quick, guys, I was getting ready to talk about Home Business Labs. I got off on a tangent, guys, like I always do. I apologize. I will tell you this. I'm sure all of you were on the webinar / Hangout last night where they introduced this brand new video marketing platform that the guys in HBO put together. Yeah, I know where I was going. Home Business Labs, the guys at the top, which were all part of Doobly, they want all of you to become sales directors, vice presidents, senior vice presidents. And they know, they're smart enough to know that the only way you're going to get there is by giving you all the tools that you need. Folks, I'm not trying to hype this up or sell it. Because again, I'm not an affiliate. I don't get anything. I wish I was an affiliate. But as my recommendation, if you are not part of Home Business Labs, you need to do that. The training that they have back there, sometimes I wonder to myself, I don't know what these guys are trying to do. I know what they're trying to do, but part of me says, I don't know what they're trying to do. But I've never seen anybody deliver training like this. The way they're putting it together, I'm telling you, I'm saying the way they put this system together, I've never seen anybody give the type of training they're giving and share with you what they're doing and then systematize it. It's amazing. It's amazing. So if you're already part of Home Business Labs, you also, guys, I know there's an expense in everything. There's a cost. There's a cost of doing business. There's a monthly fee. Guys, I understand. But what I will tell you is that just means you need to be more focused and work a little harder. So first of all, you can afford to pay for your overhead. And what I'm going to tell you is I would highly recommend, if you are a part of HBL, become a pro member. Because, guys, it's just the way it is. It's just the way life is. The hardcore training that you really need to really take your business to another level, it's in the pro section. That's all I can tell you. It's in the pro section. And I'll tell you something, guys. The reason why there's an additional cost of the pro section, the stuff that they're putting out, the stuff they're maintaining, there's a cost for Home Business Labs. There's a cost that they have to spend in order to support the training that they're going to be giving in the pro section. So I'm not going to say more about that because I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want my team to have the best ammunition to succeed. So if you can afford it, cut out your cable TV. Guys, I don't know, but I would highly recommend you becoming a pro member because I'm just telling you, folks, I'm a marketer, and I see it all every day. And the stuff they have back there, I'm blown away. I'm like, damn, Christian. I mean, and you guys never hear me curse. So I'm like, Christian, man, the video marketing platform that they have, folks, no one else outside of HBL, and I see everything that's on the internet. Nobody has what we have. No one has what we have. It's just insane. I'm not going to talk much more about it. You saw the webinar last night. If you didn't, watch the replay. Jump in. Even as a free member of HBL, you can see some of the video training, but to get to those more advanced levels, you need to become a pro member. So, guys, it's a great tool. If you don't want to use it, fine, but it's a great tool. So anyway, what else did I have here? I talked about video marketing. You know what, guys? I wanted to keep this short, and it's still relatively short for me. I'm pretty much done, guys. There's so much more I could cover tonight, and I'm not going to try to cram it all down your throat in one setting. That's not good to do. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to sit for a minute or two, relax, drink a little bit of water, and I'm going to ask you folks, is there anything you guys wanted to talk about? Any questions you guys had for me? Why don't you post it in the chat section? As long as it's not too complicated, I will look now, and maybe I can give you an answer. What I want to start doing, guys, I talk about this probably every week. I want to start making these Hangouts more interactive. I love to have you guys come on the Hangout. A few of you, you know, as many as possible. and we could just talk. We can just chat. We can chat about your business. We can chat about how your campaigns are going, you know, how things are going. We can just talk live on the Hangout, and then you can certainly share with your list this Hangout. Maybe you guys didn't know that. I don't know if you guys knew that, but if you want to, I'm not telling you guys to brand me, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to share these Hangouts with your list or invite people from your list on this Hangout, so this way they can see what would happen if they joined our team. Now, of course, they'd be joining your team. So they would be in your downline, still part of my downline, and they're welcome to come on these Hangouts. Guys, I don't care if you have a member of your downline who is 100 levels deep. You don't even know who they are. If you know their email, they are welcome. They're more than welcome to come on these Hangouts, because I don't know about you, but I think, I could be wrong, I think each week I provide a lot of value. I think I do. So if I'm doing that, I think it would be good to, you know, allow your prospects to see what we do as a team. They can see what we do. Guys, that's another way to get sales. People want to know, well, if I join your team, what am I going to get? What do you guys do? You guys do Hangouts? You provide extra training? What am I going to get? They can see how we roll, guys. You know what I mean? They can see as a team how we roll. So keep that in mind. So with that said, guys, I'm going to, and if there's no questions, guys, or comments, cool. You know, we're all busy. We got plenty of things to do. I will tell you guys, again, real quick, I want to reiterate this real quick. Those of you that are have access to the pro level of HBL, the training that Christian and Bobby just put out, and you have access to that, you need to jump on that. You need to jump on that right away. If video marketing is not your thing, don't force yourself. But if it's something you think you'd be interested in doing and getting really cheap traffic and tons of it targeted, and also being able to brand yourself at the same time, you need to jump on that training. Guys, I can tell you, follow the trends. I used to be a real estate investor. Just like if you're in real estate, if you're in the stock market, what do we do as investors? We follow the trends. The trend right now, the most targeted, best leads, people making a lot of money, they're involved in video some way. So I don't know about you, but I'm going to follow the trend. Even if I didn't like the trend, I'm going to try to like it. If I really hated it, well, then don't do it. But I don't think any of you hate video marketing. I think that you maybe be intimidated with something. Guys, there's nothing to be intimidated about. What can I say? I just want all of you to be extremely, ridiculously successful. I want that. And then I want to brag. Yep, I said it. Then I want to brag. I want to brag about, not me, I want to brag about my team members. I want to talk about my team members. I want to brag about them. I want to post their success on my Facebook wall. I want to brag about you folks. That's what I want. So let me check and see if there's anything before we go. And we do have a couple of things. Let me put my eyes on so I can see this, guys. I look really smart, don't I? Let's see. Cedric Wilson has a comment. What's up, brother? I have never seen the video marketing training. I have never seen a video marketing training in my life. I have looked for this type of training. Cedric, I agree, bro. I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of stuff, and well, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like just God has just blessed me just all around, because man, it's like you some of you guys, you really don't realize, but the training that is back there, I'm gonna say it this way, guys. The training that's back there that video marketing training in the pro section. If you guys learn that stuff, not even master it, just learn it and implement it, guys, it's like winning the lottery. Oh, God, I'm telling you, you will be able to basically like print money. It's that good if you learn it. It's that good, guys. Trust me. I'll leave it at that. Pearl, let's see, keyword. Keyword I'm using, VERD. Pearl, you got to be a little more carefully with what you're typing. I think you might have misspelled something. I think you're talking about V-roll. What do you think of this tool? Okay, Pearl, yes, I see your other message, Pearl. Sorry, yeah, I see it, Pearl. No problem. V-roll. I'm not going to get into it because we don't have time. However, man, I am giving it the 1-2 punch. V-roll, brother, excellent. Excellent. I'm stoked. I'm studying it. So here it is, guys. I got to write this down. See, guys, what did I talk about, partners? Giving me ideas? Guys, I got to take a minute and write this down. I got an idea. Sometimes I wake up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not asleep at 2 o'clock. I'm up. Anyway, sometimes I wake up and I write down ideas. I had to write this down because, Pearl, you just gave me an idea, brother. There's just a term that just kind of hit me. So here's what I'm doing, guys. High Traffic Academy 2.0. Some of you don't have it. It's getting ready to roll out. It's done. Vic's role in High Traffic Academy 2.0, it's done. There's a couple of things he needs to do with the programmer. Right now, as soon as that stuff gets done, High Traffic Academy 2.0 is going to roll out. And yes, as part of your tool chest, listen to me, guys, as part of your tool chest, you will need to, let me be careful. I recommend that you get High Traffic Academy 2.0 if you don't already have it, if you're not already a member. So those of you that don't have it, let me know. I know most of you all have it. Let me know, and I will make sure that you get access to it. Yeah, of course, there's a fee, guys, but if you're not a member of High Traffic Academy, I will make sure you get access to it as soon as it's launched. And of course, you'll get the 75% discount. So, as an elite member, there's an option. There's a software, a platform called V-roll that's going to allow you to do video PPC. Guys, this is cool. This is something that is going to explode on the internet. Right now, a lot of people are not doing it. Video PPC, it's like in the old days, before I started internet marketing, there were people, guys, you know what? I'll say it this way. There were people making money using Google AdWords, getting clicks for like 8 cents, 10 cents, 11 cents. And it was like the wild, wild west. There were people making tons of money who had no clue what they were doing, because AdWords was that good back in the 90s. Then there was the Google slap. Everybody got slapped on Google. Well, now with this PPC, video PPC, the way we're able to do it, we're able to use Google like people did back in the 90s. Do you know what that means, guys? So yeah, to answer your question, Pearl, yes, video PPC. Learn that, brother. And by the way, V-roll, plus, by the way, guys, I know Gideon Shawwank. I knew Gideon before. In fact, I was shocked when Vic had reached out to Gideon, and Vic had Gideon in the videos. I know some of you don't know what I'm talking about. Gideon is one of the most prolific video marketers on the internet today. I was talking back and forth with Gideon probably about a year ago when I got interested in video marketing. So yeah, Gideon Shawwank is not, if not the best. He's one of the best guys when it comes to video marketing anywhere. He's one of the best. Personally, I think he's the best. And Vic always aligns himself with the best people. Vic is smart. Always aligns himself with the best people. So Vic reached out to Gideon, and they're like working together now, on this PPC stuff. So Gideon created this V-Roll platform. And to answer your question, Pearl, yes, the platform is ninja. Awesome. I've never seen anything like it. What it does is incredible. Now, those of you that are not part of HTA 2.0, before you run out and get V-Roll, don't do it. I want to find out if I can become an affiliate. Right now, I'm not. I want to find out if I can become an affiliate, and then if I can, I'll give you my link. See, folks, I don't sugarcoat it. I'm a marketer. Look, if you're going to get V-Roll, why should you buy it from somebody else? Get it from me. But if you are a member of HTA and you become an elite member, you will be able to get it at a discount. Yeah, you'll be able to get it at a discount getting it through HTA. So I'll wrap this up. If you're not an HTA 2.0 member, you want access to it, which I highly recommend, let me know, and I'll make sure that you do get a link from me, of course. You will get a link as soon as it's launched. And I will know when it's launching before most people, of course. So, yeah, brother, that's a long answer to your question, but you know how I am. V-Roll rocks. Yeah, you need to learn it. There is a learning curve, but it's really cool. And I did see your email from last week, and you told me that you were starting to use V-Roll. I meant to get back to you on that. I'm really proud of you because to see that you got involved with video PPC, excellent move, Ed. Excellent move. You got a couple of campaigns running right now. Awesome. Doing exactly what you need to do. Awesome. So let me just check here. I see a name I don't recognize. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. I like the interaction. I enjoy this. I love sitting here talking to you folks, answering questions, providing value. I love doing this. So there's a name here I don't recognize. Maybe this person snuck in, but let's see here. Yeah, brother. Yeah, in fact, guys, we'll do it this way. Anybody that wants information on anybody at the sound of my voice that wants information on High Traffic Academy 2.0, tell me here in the chat. Tell me here in the chat, and I will make sure that you get access to it as soon as that baby's launched, and it's coming. And you think, folks, you think HBL, Home Business Labs, is kicking butt? Those of you that don't have access to HTA 2.0, when you see what Vic is doing, and by the way, those of you that have access to HTA 2.0 right now, by the way, we're still in beta, guys. You want something to explode your head? Do you want me to explode your head, folks? What you've seen right now in High Traffic Academy 2.0, you haven't seen nothing yet. This is just the tip of the iceberg. You have no, oh my God, you have no idea what Vic is going to be doing in 2015. I will say this. I will go as far to say this. I'll say it this way. If you follow what HBL is doing, and if you follow what I'm doing, and what HTA 2.0 is doing, the whole community, it is going to be a community, guys, and a brand. It's not, see, HTA 2.0 it's not a product. It's a community. It's a brand. If you follow what we're doing in 2015, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it. If you are lazy, you're lazy, but you're following what we're doing kind of in the background. You know, you're not really into it, but you're following what we're doing. You're doing a couple of things. Even if you are lazy, you'll make a ton of money in 2015. Hands down. Hands down. Because I know what it takes to make money, folks. And this type of video marketing that we're doing, video PPC and all that stuff, guys, forget about it. Forget about it. You think this is hard to get sales? Forget about it. If you follow what we're doing. So I want to get back to this person. I didn't recognize this person's name. Who is that? Anyway, Okay. Dave, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't recognize your handle. I see it now. I see. I didn't recognize your handle, bro. Miles, what is better to create? Okay. Dave, I'm going to read this just the way you typed it. Hi, Miles. What is better to create a landing page? Hi, Miles. What is better to create a custom landing page like Luciano talked about last week? Oh, cool. Okay. My fault, Dave. My tongue was getting twisted. My throat's dry. Get response or lead pages. See, folks, I love these easy questions. Makes me look smart. I love the easy questions. Dave, that's an easy one, brother. Lead pages. Get response. This reminds me of the real estate industry. Get response. I'll say it this way. I got to be careful. Somebody might be watching. Get response should really stick to what they're good at. They are a awesome follow-up autoresponder service. They should not be in the business of trying to provide a landing page software. I would personally not use their landing page software, Dave. I would not. It's really not that good. So lead pages, Megaphone, either one of those. However, I don't want to open up a can of worms. All of us, every single one of my team members, in fact, I don't care if you're on my team or not. Everybody I come in contact with, everybody who I influence in some way, we're all going to be moving to ClickFunnels. We all will be moving to ClickFunnels. Now, stay with me here. If you are going to get involved with High Traffic Academy 2.0, you're going to get access to ClickFunnels. So don't go out and buy it. I'll say it again. If you're going to be getting involved in the HTA 2.0 community, do not go out and get ClickFunnels. Although ClickFunnels is where we're all going to be going. Now, if you're not planning on becoming part of HTA, and why wouldn't you, then you will need to purchase ClickFunnels right out and let me know. I will give you a link for that. I will send you a link or send me your email, whatever, and I'll make sure that you get access to ClickFunnels. Russell Brunson, creator of ClickFunnels. Russell, brother, if you're listening out there in Idaho, brother, you outdid yourself. ClickFunnels is going to eliminate the need for anything else. It's going to eliminate the need for lead pages, Megaphone. ClickFunnels is the bomb. I'll just leave it at that. So I don't think this really applies to many of you because I'm sure all of you are already part of High Traffic Academy or you're going to want to get involved. When you do that, you're going to get access to ClickFunnels. But if for some strange reason you don't want to be part of the HTA community and you want to use ClickFunnels, then you're going to need to join outright, and I'll give you a link to do that. So just let me know. So, yeah, it is awesome, brother. It's awesome, Pearl. I'm still playing with it. It's just, you know what, brother? I started using ClickFunnels, testing it before Vic even talked about it. And I was, because I was wondering. I was like, well, I wonder if this ClickFunnels is good or not. So I started playing with it. I'm like, because I'm always testing stuff. Guys, I'm always testing stuff. You can test stuff as a free member. So I'm like, hey, it looks good, but I don't know. There's a lot of stuff out there. Then when I saw that Vic was also using ClickFunnels, I was like, that's it. I picked the right tool. ClickFunnels is awesome. So yeah, it is. Just checking this last comment here. Yes, Pearl, that's true. True. In order to get access to ClickFunnels through High Traffic Academy, you will need to become an elite member. That's true. However, when you join High Traffic Academy, if you decide not to become an elite member, you would need to purchase ClickFunnels on your own. That's true. And again, anybody out there, I'm saying, the sound of my voice, if you're interested in ClickFunnels, so let me clarify. Thank you, Pearl. See what I'm talking about, partners? If you want access to ClickFunnels and you are going to join High Traffic Academy, and you're planning on becoming an elite member, because you need to be an elite member. If you're going to join HTA, but you're not looking to become an elite member, you will need to purchase ClickFunnels on your own. And if you're interested in doing that, let me know, and I'll make sure that you get a link to join or purchase ClickFunnels. So, hey guys, I think I'm done. I'm going to look at a few more comments, and then we're going to wrap it up. I went a little longer than I wanted to, but folks, you know why I did, guys? Because as you can see, I think I'm pretty good on video. I think. And if I am, why am I good on video? Because, guys, I'm just being myself. That's it. I'm not trying to be Vic. I'm not trying to be John Lavinia. I'm not trying to be a newscaster. I'm not trying to be Video Man. I'm just being myself. And nobody does it better. Nobody can be miles better than me. That's it, folks. That's all there is. You guys can crush it in 2015. I'm not here to pump you up. I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm not here to pump you up. Come on, guys, you can do it. No. I'm here to tell you the truth. If you sit your butt down and start learning some things and testing, guys, testing. Everything is a test. Then you scale up. Testing some campaigns, you can crush it in 2015. And then at the end of 2015 in December, you'll be bragging. Oh yeah, you'll be bragging. You'll be bragging. I hope you'll be bragging. And you'll be saying, you'll be like, people will be like, man, geez, this guy Pearl makes a lot of money. Pearl, what the heck are you doing? All I would ask is, hey, there's a guy by the name of Miles Segers. He helped me with a couple of things. I mean, he didn't do it. I did it, but he helped me with a couple of things, and I appreciate that. Guys, you will rock. And I want you guys to go out there bragging. Yeah, guys, there's nothing wrong with bragging. Come on. There's nothing wrong with bragging about yourself and feeling good. Bragging in a good way. And you guys can go out there and you can show other people what you've done, and then you can build your own following. It's a lot of fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking at some of the comments. So, Alex, brother, let's see me, your model. Do you have an estimated time? Yeah, I do, brother. Don't quote me on this, but I do, because I know what there is left to do. I expect HTA to be available in probably within the next 2 weeks, maybe sooner. What it is, guys, and I think some of you know this, we're looking for another vendor to handle our payments, because ClickBank, I don't know, ClickBank is taking drugs or something. They will only allow a person to profit up to $150 per sale. What is that? They just recently changed that. So, hey, if you guys are promoting High Traffic Academy, you're gonna make close to $400 per sale, and then possibly close to $1,000 if the person doesn't take advantage of a discount. So, guys, $150, that's our cap. We can't deal with that. So Vic is in the process right now. He's talking to a couple other people right now. We've almost decided on one that we're going to use. And I have a good friend of mine who's recommending another service that they've used, and I'm going to approach Vic about that. So as soon as we get our payment processor down, HTA 2.0 will launch, and you guys are going to make a ton of money, because I'm going to show you how to promote that thing, and we're all going to make a ton of money. So with that said, guys, I got to run. You guys got questions or something I missed? Send me an email. Don't send it to my Facebook. Send me an email, and then we'll go from there. Guys, jump on it. Get involved with this video marketing. Get involved with what HBL is doing, and get involved also with High Traffic Academy if you're not. If you're not a member yet, let me know. So with that said, guys, I had fun. I don't know about you, but I had fun. I'm going to see you guys right here next week. I know the week after that, I think I'm going to be in Las Vegas for the HBO event. So I may not have a hangout that Tuesday. I'll let you guys know. Don't worry about it. I always give you guys a heads up. So with that said, guys, folks, have a great week. Go out there and knock the ball out of the park. Make it a great week. And I will see you folks next week, Tuesday, for our next Global Wealth Lifestyle Team Hangout. By the way, guys, this is not for everybody, but some of you got an email from me about a very special hangout, private hangout, that I'm doing this Sunday night. Yes, guys, on a Sunday. On a Sunday, yes, Sunday night. So if you got that email and you responded, thank you. I did get your response, and I'm putting you on a separate list. You will be receiving that private link from me, and I'm not going to say much about it at all because I got to go. We'll talk about it on Sunday, but I can tell you, if you're the type of people that, and guys, I'm being a little smart here. If you're the type of people that want to really turn things upside down and not just make money for yourself, but for generations to come. See, guys, I have children. I want to make money for generations of Segers down the line. So when I'm gone someday, not for a long time, there'll be one of my great grandchildren who will have their own business will be like, and then their friends will be like, man, you you Segerses are rich. Like, how'd you do it? And they'll be like, well, my great grandfather, he got into internet marketing and he built a business, and the business trickled down, and my father inherited the business, and then I got and so there'll be generations of Segers that are just making money. I want to show you folks a way besides what we're doing here, a way where you can guarantee that will happen. And you folks won't even really need to, it's not something else you'd be joining. It's not something like network marketing, although it could be. I'm not going to talk about it right now because, guys, this is a private invitation only thing I'm doing on Sunday. But if you really want to cement your future, and not just your future, but generations of your family to come, you'll need to be on that webinar. And again, it's not for everybody. I handpick people. And also, guys, if you read my email, what did I tell you? I told you not to skim. Because if you skim the email, you might get in trouble. Guys, I'm not joking. If you skim the email, and by the way, you got the email, you didn't read the whole thing, although you got back to me, go back and read the email, the whole thing. Because if you skim and you miss the part where I'm talking about NDA, non-disclosure agreement, I'm not recommending you, I'm not making you guys sign something, but the video I'm going to be sharing with you it's not on YouTube. It's nowhere. It's private. And, this is really not being released to the public worldwide. So if I find out that somebody released information and I didn't want them to, whatever, you could get in trouble. Well, you'll get in trouble with me, I'll tell you that. And you don't want to get in trouble with me. So guys, what I'm sharing with you is when you're on the webinar with me on Sunday night, you'll be able to talk to maybe a business partner or your family about it. But what I'm saying is, guys, do not share that link that I'm going to give you with anybody else unless I know about it. Because I said in the email, if you want to invite a family member or a business partner, that's cool, as long as you let me know. Because I want to know who's on here. Because what we're doing is we are going to be working with a core group of people that are looking to do some amazing things. So I'll talk about that on Sunday night, guys. But again, if you didn't read the whole, and I know it's long, guys, but hey, it's from me. If you didn't read the whole email, make sure you read it so we're all in agreement. And I'll see some of you on Sunday night, and I will see the rest of you on Tuesday. Folks, have a great night. Make it a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.